Hello, I'm that cool coder. Welcome back to another video. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to be looking at movies. So there's this website called Letterboxd, and on the website you can put down your 4 favorite movies, and you can also review movies or films and stuff. And they also have some TV shows on there. So I've been using the website for a little bit, and then I've put down reviews for films, and then my 4 highest rated films. So the 4 highest rated films that I've put is Inception, Planet of the Apes. That's the original Planet of the Apes from 1968, not like the new one. The Avengers, and then Star Wars Rebels Steps into Shadows. So the first 3, Inception, Planet of the Apes, and Avengers, they're all brother movies that are rated highly. The kind of odd one out, you could say, is Star Wars Rebels. Let me explain. So, when Disney was airing Star Wars Rebels, when they got onto the 3rd season in 2016, they had the first 2 episodes as a premiere. So the first 2 episodes, they put them together as some 40-something minute movie or TV show thing. So that technically on Letterboxd that counts as a movie. So yes, Star Wars Rebels season 3, the 3rd season and the premiere is actually pretty good. Yeah, so I should put that down. But those are my highest rated movies. They're not necessarily the best movies ever, but they're pretty good. Okay, so next up we have some of the best films of all time. So even if they're not my highest rated films, they're some of the ones, my personal favourites, which I think are the best. So not all of these I've put on Letterboxd as my favourite, but these are some pretty good films. So we've got Megamind, The Empire Strikes Back, Top Gun Maverick, and The Dark Knight. So all of those films have very high reviews. Yeah, so those are some of the best movies, my personal favourites. And yeah. Now, these are the highest rated films by critics. So you've probably heard of the IMDb list, which is a list of where critics and people should say, oh, these are the best films of all time. So these are apparently supposed to be the best films ever, according to some people. So you have The Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather, The Dark Knight, and The Godfather Part 2. So I haven't actually watched all these films. I've only watched The Dark Knight, which is also on my list of favourites. So that one's very good. I plan to watch The Shawshank Redemption and maybe The Godfathers and 1 and 2 at some point, maybe. Yeah, these are supposed to have really good reviews and stuff. So maybe they're not my favourite, but apparently they're meant to be the best films. Now I'm going to look at some of my friends' favourite films. So first up, we've got Seb EXD, who said his favourite films are Avengers, Avengers Infinity War, and Iron Man. So I agree with Avengers. That was actually on my list of favourite films. And Avengers Infinity War is a great movie. I haven't seen Iron Man, but the reviews look pretty good for that, and I plan to see it at some point. So yeah. Now, my other friend Yeet Masterman has put his favourite 4 films as Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down, The Pursuit of Happiness, and Captain Phillips. Now, I haven't seen any of those films. I've heard of Saving Private Ryan, but not any of the others, but they seem to have good reviews. Okay, so that was a look at some of the best movies. But now I'm going to look at different movies from franchises that people might enjoy, starting with Spider-Man. So there are some people who absolutely love Spider-Man. Um, I'm not really one of them. I've watched quite a few of the movies. I mean, they're all right, but I don't love Spider-Man. But there's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Spider-Man 2. I mean, the Spider-Verse movies are all right, and No Way Home's great. But I just made that list of people who might like Spider-Man. Okay, so I've mentioned Spider-Man, but now we'll talk about Batman. So I'm more of a Batman fan than Spider-Man. Um, So I'd list some of the best Batman movies. We have The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, The Batman, and the Lego Batman movie. Don't know if the Lego Batman movie really counts as a Batman movie, but Lego Batman movie is actually amazing. And so is The Dark Knight. I've mentioned that a bit before, but yeah. And lastly, we have Dune. I don't even know how I put this, but if you're a dumb person and you like the Dune movies, then you might say your favorite films is Dune Part Two, Dune, and Dune. Well, no, the third one is the original Dune from the 80s with no, directed by David Lynch, and the last one is like that Dune TV show. So that doesn't even count as a movie. But then I guess Star Wars Rebels doesn't really count. But yeah, the new Dune Part Two and Dune from 2021, they're not very good. There are some people who absolutely love it and think it's like some amazing masterpiece. I don't. They're like 3 hours of just random confusing stuff. The Dune books are very good though. I'm reading those, but yeah, the Dune movies are just not good. So we looked at some of the best movies. These are not some of the best movies. But yeah, bye and see you in the next video.